Hello, everybody. We are finally live with a little bit of delay, as is fashionable, I think. We are very, very happy that so many of you have logged on to join us, see us what we're doing, and we are live from various locations around the globe. I'm Richard Baselato. I'm located in London. I am a co-founder of Rethinking Choices and the author of The Unsustainable Truth.
Hey, I'm gonna have to, amp up the atmosphere a little bit because that might have been great in Sweden, but it's not going to work over here in London. So just want to say welcome to everybody. We're here to celebrate the fact that we have 12 days of COP28. We're going to bring people together. We're going to share our thoughts and conversations about what it means to be making the world better. We're going to hear from people who are doing great things all over the world. It's absolutely amazing. I have to say, we started this quite a long time ago. And over this journey, I have totally changed my mind about the progress we are making with our climate challenges. What I've come to understand is that the migration has started, people are moving, and we're all moving along. We all have our own paces, we all have our own journeys that we make, but we're coming together, and we're going to show you that. So over to you, Inga.
Thank you. Greetings from Norway. Yes, we started a long time back in the days when we really wanted to change the world, all of us. And we're living along with the change and manifesting what needs to be done. And not everybody can fly to COP, and that's why we are here. We are here because we make our ideas fly. And we are here to be here for 12 days of COP with surprising stories and exciting people to meet. So over to you, Sadaf.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Sadaf Khaled, the Global Coordinator for It's For You. I'm joining you live from Islamabad, Pakistan. So the day has finally come. Well done, the team. It's For You. We are live hosting the COP28, which is happening from 1st to 12th December. And this is, as Inger said, especially for those who cannot travel to Dubai. And we say COP is not only in Dubai, it's in your home, in your cities, in your communities, in your countries. We'll be having interesting conversations, interesting stories from all across the globe, which you can tune in from our live channels from Facebook to YouTube to Instagram and LinkedIn, and we'll be keeping you updates. So I'm very excited. We'll be engaging with you from the 1st to the 12th and hearing your interesting stories. Now I'll hand over to my African team who's joining us from Kenya, Nairobi. Collins, hi. Are you excited to be finally live? The day has come.
Hello. Thank you so much, Sadaf, and what a great joy to be live today and just to, tell the world from wherever you are watching that the little steps that you are making can lead us into the right direction to make the world better. So it's for you. Thank you. Over to you, my brother, Tim.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Collins. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. It's finally nice to have you all here and connect with you during these 12 days of COP. I can assure you that we have a lined up program for you, amazing stories that you want to listen to, amazing conversations that will be happening here, and we can't wait to see what will unveil. So sit back and prepare your warm coffee and allow us to take you through our 12 days of COP. Thank you. Over to you, my friend Iram.
So hello to everyone. It's like good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, whoever is listening to me. It is climate activist Rem Fawad from Pakistan, Karachi. So thank you, team, UK and Nairobi and many other people who are sitting over here. We are talking to the globe, and we are very proud of us because we have done this. We have prepared all of that, and I guess we are making a difference. So because I say it's for you, it's for me, and it's for everyone because climate change is changing everything. So now is the time to step in. So today I'm very much excited that I am a part of COP28 UAE. Now we are all team are doing amazing kickoff session, and congratulations to my team. There you go. So
Thank you.
after you, David.
I think
So-
David is muted, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He
Richard, you
found the
start.
unmute button.
There you
But,
go. So I
think
just want to
people have-
explain a bit about our logo, so as to welcome everybody. And there it is behind me. It's very, very simple. It's people coming together, protected by our planet. That's what this is about. It's about coming together. It's about celebrating our planet. It's about celebrating that we're all together on it. And it's the antidote to COP28 because no matter what the media conversations and things may be, we want you to realize that there's no need to feel depressed as to whether we're going fast enough or not fast enough or all those things, because what you will hear here through our conversations, through our discussions, through the comedy and music, and we'll bring in a bit of those as well along there, and all the aspects of what everybody around the world is doing is to get you to feel that actually we are all together. The journey has started. The migration to the better future and the richer future world has started, and we're all making that path towards us finding our own pace. Richard.
Thank you for that description of why we're here and what brought us all together, really. You've heard a little bit about ourselves, who we are, where we are located, what we're doing. But there is actually a common thread that has made us all stick together, like David described. And it's a genuine sense of care for our common home, the planet we're looking after. And we are, at the moment, kicking off in Dubai for the 28th COP, Conference of the Parties. But obviously not everyone has the modest or discretionary income required to go to Dubai and spend 2 weeks there. So we thought we would bring you a program here instead that hopefully will be both enlightening and entertaining and thought-provoking in many ways. We have a stacked 12 days full of very, very interesting people from all walks of life that are all doing their bit, and they're all going to express their views of what looking after our common home really means, what making the world better really means. So I hope you will stay tuned and find this both uplifting, thought-provoking, but most of all, inspiring.
Thank you, Richard. It's so exciting to be in this team, and especially with Richard and David, who is coming from London and our former hedge fund managers. I'm coming from the fast fashion business industry, and I'm saying that now is the time for fast learning and to speed up what we know and to celebrate what we can do. And in fact, on a serious note, it's like 2.5 children on the planet. It is for you. It is for generations to come, and it is for you and everyone. It's that's what we want to do. We want to reach people in schools, in the streets, in the communities, in cities, and across the globe. Make connections with people that normally are not connected to big conferences and communications of serious matter as Conference of the Parties on Climate Change. But we are there, and Sadaf, it's over to you at COP26. We were in Glasgow, and now I'm in Norway, and you're in Pakistan, and we are kind of all over the planet. So we're excited to kick this off today.
Thank you so much, Inger. It's been a very exciting journey. Thank you, Inger Met, to introduce me to Richard and David. I started working for this campaign from UK. Right now, I'm currently traveling to my home country in Pakistan. It's a very exciting moment. I have just attended one COP, as you mentioned, that was in Glasgow, COP26. met a lot of people over there from different parts of the world. And right now, a lot of youth from Pakistan, one of my team members, Jawad, is there. He's sharing life updates. Ahmed from Cameroon, he's also part of the Ist for You campaign. They're all are there. What I feel, I see all the excitement in this youth. They're taking interest in these COPs and climate change. But what we are doing and offering this platform is, as Richard and David said, that people who don't have the finances to travel to Dubai, we said COP is in your countries, in your communities, is that there's so many lovely projects going on climate change in different parts of the world. We are giving them a free global platform. We want to hear their stories, whether they're sitting in Kenya, whether they're sitting in Pakistan, whether they're in America, in US, Australia, Canada, no matter where you are making a difference. Your voice needs to be heard. And climate change is there. I, being a victim, I don't want to just start off with some negative story, but the motivation behind why I started working on sustainable development goals, the SDGs, which is a United Nations framework, was that I was a victim of the massive floods that happened in Pakistan. Me and my family was stranded there. It was an eye-opener for me. And that's what made me motivated that I need to do something, even if it's just a single, there's a saying, there's a single step begins with 1,000 journey. That's what I feel. So yes, Inger, I'm very excited to be part of the It's For You campaign. We'll be hearing lovely stories. Now I'll hand it over to Collins and hear him out why he joined the It's For You campaign and what is he doing in Kenya and how they are facing climate problems in Kenya, Nairobi, in the African region.
Thank you so much, Sadaf. Just glad as I reflect, as my colleagues have said, what, like-minded individuals who, like, were all strangers like a month ago, had no idea I could connect with, people in Pakistan, Norway, and the UK. And I'm seated here in Nairobi. First, to let you know that I work with these, amazing young people from the colleges and the universities under the umbrella of the, East African Campuses and Colleges Green Network. It's, a network of young people who are studying, others in the communities, doing amazing work. And as I reflect back, the kind of activities, passion, ideas that they have had about, turning, climate action into livelihoods, it's true to say that indeed young people across the world have a role to play in this discussion about, climate. Just as you understand, I'm in Nairobi, and we know that in September this year, 4th to 6th, the government of Kenya and the African Union Commission hosted the African Climate Summit. And just to bring this voice and, the understanding, this awareness, consciousness about the things that affect us to the planet, I'm so excited to, just be connecting with the people across the world to see. Currently, we have El Nino in Kenya and the floods. Sadaf, you have just mentioned about, the state of what you went through in Pakistan and then. And I think this platform, and for everyone watching this, is to just raise our voice and to say, look, we know COP28 is in Dubai, the discussion is ongoing, but indeed the people who are feeling, that effect is our friends, our co-workers, they could be people we met, they could be our friends in the communities, in the rural setup that we come from, and it's their time, to share their story and to say, as David mentioned in the logo, we are not leaving anyone behind. So joining our forces to say, look, let's hold our hand together and make a difference. And the little positive things that we're actually doing in all our areas, probably from our family level, they do make a difference when you talk about this global crisis. So yes, excited I am. How do we, survive and navigate through the crisis of climate change? So stay tuned and let's share these genuine conversations to make the world better. Thank you so much, and let me have my brother Timothy to also share his views.
Okay, thank you so much, Collins. And as I'm reflecting, as I was reflecting on the journey that we've come as a team in trying to put this together, and I could just remember the story of the hummingbird that's given by Wangari Maathai, the Nobel Prize winner, 2004, and she gives this story of this hummingbird, whereby there was this bird, and in a forest that that was being brought down by fire, and all other animals were trying to run away for their safety, and there was this small bird which will use its small beak to try and put the fire down. So it will go down the stream to get water, and you come and try to put the fire down. Whereas animals like elephants, animals with huge trunks, which will have carried a huge amount of water, were just watching and sitting. And as this bird was taking many trips back and forth, these animals asked the bird, "What do you think you're doing?" And it is the response that this hummingbird gave to the animals that has always kept me moving. And the response was, "At least I'm doing something." And it has always pushed me forward to purpose, to find that one thing that I can do to make this world a better place. And I believe that is a cause that we've all embraced here. We are embarked on to try to find out that one thing that we can do to remedy the effects of climate change. And this is our one thing, this is our one thing, the It's For You campaign. It's our one thing that we are doing to make the world a better place. So we're inviting everyone, the incredible stories that we have, the incredible lineup of presentations that we've had, just to share them to the world and, trigger thought-provoking questions, trigger ambitions and tap potential to make the world a better place. And even as Collins has said during the World Climate Summit that took place, in September, and that brought forth the Nairobi Declaration, and talk about that. And one of the key factors that came out from that was, to recognize that we have potential. We have potential to help in mitigate the effects of climate change. So I hope this conversation, the 12 days of COP, that will trigger us to think of the amazing gifts that we have to help remedy the situation. And thank you so much. And Aram, over to you.
Thank you so very much, Collins. As all of these things are happening around the world, and I guess climate change is the hot topic right now, we all are a team and we are doing an amazing job. And I guess Pakistan is frequently, facing these heat waves and droughts and river and flashes. It's not only Pakistan, but around the world it is happening. I guess it's time that we should make an impact. And the impact of the climate change is changing the way of living, is changing all of these things. So that's the potential to initiate extensive and potent negative feedback loops. So we over here, we're making positive feedbacks, and around the people, as I say, around the world, we all are doing what? We are doing a mark in the world so that, yes, we can change it. Because I say that if a single action, a single word, a single step can change the world. So I guess climate change is the hot topic right now, and we all are working together around the globe. We have inspiring women and men together around the globe. And thank you to David, Richard, Collins, and many, many more who are sitting over here. And, Sadaf, we are all the ladies and gents who are the core team of these things. And I'm so excited. We are, we all are doing amazing job. So I guess climate change right now, we have to make a community and become a global citizen of this community so that we can do more. So it's a symphony of billion voices, and we are the voice from Pakistan. I am the voice from Pakistan. There are so many others and many other countries, around 20 to 21 countries who are joining us live. So antidotes to COP28. Congratulations to my team, and thank you, David, for being very trustworthy, having a trust on me. And this is what it is. So over to you, Sadaf.
Thank you all for sharing
yes.
wonderful stories. Inger Met, would you like to present your presentation about the whole team and the whole concepts, what we are doing? Yes, Inger. You're muted, Inger.
Yes, I like to say, yes, of course, I like to present, and I also like to surprise the team because this is for you. So this is a surprise somehow, but it will be good because our perfection is not in the perfect, but it's actually that we are doing it and we're living it. And that's what's happening also when we're living through change. We are living it. So here it comes. It's for you. This was for you. This was for you.
Thank you, Inga. That's amazing. It's really remarkable. You've got such great skill to capture all of what we're trying to do together so clearly and simply. And just want to introduce Inga. We didn't do so earlier. She is the co-founder of the World Climate School, and they have been involved in bringing together understanding, awareness, and really empathy and sympathy to people. I think that's really important. That's an element that I've found over the time that we've gone through this. It's not just about talking about what we need to do as solutions. It's actually about being there with each other, being there with people. And we hope that over the course of this, we'll have conversations with people, some of whom you may have heard of, such as Andrea Mason in the United States, and also sort of people that you would not normally otherwise have heard of, that we will introduce to you, and maybe you get to know them and to become together in that way. So, Collins, you've been an entrepreneur in Kenya, and you've been involved with young people, and you've been involved in all of these things. What has this experience brought for you?
Oh, thank you, David. Yeah, it's a wonderful journey, as you have mentioned, working with communities within some parts of Kajiado in Kenya, particularly women and youth. just the whole experience of engaging with young people and students from the organization I mentioned, where I serve on the advisory, the East African Campus and Colleges Green Network. We have got to learn a lot from the different minds that come along with what students bring on the table, and you'll be amazed about the ideas and the passion. And for me particularly, what has touched my heart is that emotional part of how these students feel about the crisis that we face with regards to climate change. And so when you talk about even the aspect of the livelihoods and the entrepreneurship aspect of it, what I gather is that quite a number of these young people have the minds and the ideas, and they only need a safe space to be able to blow up into great things that can actually bring a change to some of these challenges we actually face. And so connecting minds with this team, Pakistan, Norway, UK, we have other people we have engaged with in India, and other countries. It gives me hope that actually the small step you take today and you connect with another small step in DRC, another small step in Sri Lanka, another small step in Northern America. It's a huge step that can actually bring hope to the entire world. So thank you, David, for that question.
That's great. Connecting minds, connecting continents. We are one planet. And Richard up there, you spent 30 years making big money for big money. You were managing investments for pension funds, for endowments, for sovereign wealth funds, where they talk in trillions. So how has this been for you?
It's been a journey, I think, like for everyone else. It's first of all, it's a little bit scary to hear someone half your own age, like Collins, talking about the young people, because how old does that make me feel compared to him? But I think young people at large are extraordinarily important because they are our future. They are the people who are going to be making the decisions when I get really old, hopefully. And what's important to bear in mind here, and I think we've touched upon it and we kind of ventured around the subject area of the whole sustainability angle, is that we firmly believe, I think speak for everyone, that each one of us have their own way of looking at sustainability and what it means to be a good citizen of the world and doing your bit. And we kind of rebel against the conformist view that you have to do things a certain way, otherwise you will be perceived as bad. And it's really, really important during these 12 days to make all these voices heard, because people are doing an amazing work in many corners of the world. And what is sustainable and what is good work for me might not totally resonate with someone living far away or even close by to me. And what we intend to do really is to show all the aspects of what citizens of the world who are not able to go to Dubai are doing, and the stories they have to tell about their own journeys. And I think each and every one of us have our particular journey that brought us here. And me, being the hard-nosed, die-hard capitalist, like David described me, I view it probably from a more economic angle than most other people do. And I'm not exaggerating when I think that climate crisis we are facing will probably end up bankrupting us before it drowns us. But it's not really how it's being portrayed in media. And that's part of my journey that has brought me here. And during these 12 days, we will be broadcasting or transmitting or bringing you an event, whatever you want to label it, at 7 o'clock Tokyo time, which is when we started today, albeit 2 minutes late, 7 o'clock Karachi time, and 7 o'clock London time. And there will also be a follow-up session at 7 o'clock Los Angeles time, although that will not be a live session for reasons of purely time zone factors. you have to sleep at some point during 12 days. So those are the scheduling we're bringing to you, and I hope it can fit everyone. There will be a little bit of reruns here and there for those of us who cannot capture us live. But most of all, we are going to bring you stories that would not be heard otherwise, describing each and everyone's journey. And I think that's more important than words can say. So thank you everyone for being here with me and being part of my journey to bringing me here.
And Inga, you have rubbed shoulders and hobnobbed with princes and royals, and you have shared meals with beggars all around the world. You said you come from fashion, you come from glamour, and you come from education. You've spoken to chief justices and primary and young children alike. How about for you? What has this been? You're muted, Inga.
Okay. Exactly. It's to be on this live on this setting, like at a distance from COP, and be going live like this. It's not really something I like to do. It's not, but then again, we need to have these authentic voices. We need to come forward with some kind of dignity and say, what can we do together? And also, I think, as you rightly say, David, it's in my local context, people will know me as a very ordinary person. I'm not like in glam fashion, or I'm not in with the royals and dignity and chief justices. I'm just living a very boring, normal life in my small village of 30,000 people up here, or community. It's less than 30,000 people. And it's a little bit crazy to talk about the hotter planet, because in fact we have almost 20 minus. So it's the extreme ice cold weather, in fact. So I feel in many ways that I'm a boring person, but I like to be on surfboards. I like to be close to nature, and to see the beauty in nature, and to navigate in that story of how can we make this partnership with nature. And my long journey when it comes to this story of climate engagement or learning, it comes from back in the days when I was in my youthhood, or in my early 30s or 20s, even mid-20s it could be. And we were producing and engaging in the opening of the Library Alexandria in Egypt, which was a very important journey for me at the time, and still is. And it's the knowledge of the future. What do we need to have? What kind of wisdom do we need to sustain our livelihood for the future? Are we drowning in into too much information, so that wisdom is lost? And that was kind of the statements that I worked on when I lived in Egypt, lived in Cairo, worked in Egypt, worked in the dry zones of the planet. And it's in fact the oasis of Siwa, which is like in the middle of Sahara, 900 kilometers from the Cairo, in the desert. And where there's very few trees, it's very dry and hot, unlivable as it is in Dubai most part of the year, I would say, if you don't have air condition. So my journey is actually the learning journey. It's a lifelong learning journey. It is that's how we can engage and use our life as a campus. I say every shop is your campus, every street is your campus. You're at work, we have to go back to school and learn a lot of things. It's not ESG and corporate responsible sustainability aspects for big business and corporations that's on the stock exchange, but it's the small, medium-sized enterprises. It's the small livelihood that is actually going on for most people. I will stop here. I have a lot of things to share and a lot of things to tell, but I I will just say that the hot topic on a hotter planet, yes, but still right where I am, it's ice cold and close to 20 minus. And this is what we can say, that the extremes of the weather, it can swap. Next year it can be very mild here in Norway, and the snow will make an avalanche, and the temperature will be +4 degrees and rain. So that is the extreme, and that's the extreme as changing, and that's the heavy rainstorms and flooding and the hurricanes and the wind and the fires. Humans cannot stop any of that things to be as they like to be. We are very small in that context. Well, over to some of my friends that would like to catch the ball and take the next lead. I'm not sure who's ready to speak, if it's Sadaf, Collins, Irum, Timothy, or back to you, David.
Well, you talk of learning, and we have time for other conversations over these 12 days, and you know, we will have opportunity to see, as Richard said, we're here 3 sessions a day during the hours of 7 to 10 in Tokyo time in the evening, 7 to 10 in Karachi time in the evening, 7 to 10 in London time in the evening, and then again in 7 to 10 in Los Angeles time, which would be a repeat of one of those that we would have seen before. And sign up to It's For You, bit.ly/sign up to It's For You, so that you can continue and contribute. We want to hear your voices. We want to have those there. But what I would like to do, and I think Richard will be able to introduce us to that, is to follow from your comment, Inga, about learning, about lifetime learning, where we've had the opportunity to speak with a remarkable lady. Let me pass it over to you, Richard. You can tell us about Sunita and introduce her.